Hey, what is up everyone? My name is Ian, otherwise known as Shots, and Modern Warfare 3's Platinum Trophy destroyed me. So before I even started the grind itself, for all these trophies, I was at 11 out of 39 total trophies I needed from grinding the game like a maniac. I have both mastery camos, I'm a nerd. But even though I already grinded the game a little too much, it was nothing compared to this Platinum Trophy. The first thing I needed to do to get a fair majority of these trophies was to complete the campaign for the game. But I couldn't just do this campaign on the lowest difficulty. I had to complete the whole entire campaign on veteran difficulty for the 1-4 ready trophy. But for the never bury your enemies alive trophy, I just had to complete the campaign itself. So let's get into it. So the first mission was Operation 627. So the story starts with you infiltrating a Russian gulag to free Vladimir Makarov, leader of the Kony group who wants to make Russia thrive as it once did before. His plan to do this is to frame Urzikstan as a terrorist nation, using stolen nuclear warheads and doing other unjust acts to make them look like the bad guy. The first mission though was fairly easy. We suffered our first death, and this is when I realized I was going to have to take things slow. But we only died a total of 2 times in this mission. I mostly just took things slow like I said, and with freeing a good 100 plus prisoners and having them take a lot of the bullets from me and reveal enemy positions, it made things incredibly easy, and we were able to free Makarov.
Jeez.
To the light.
Сколько ж времени прошло, Ваня?
Для меня это большая честь, командир Макаров.
After freeing Makarov, it was time to get out of the gulag and get back to home base. And needless to say, this part was intense. We watched one of our guys get gunned down by a helicopter, in which I also died too.
Go, 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 go. It broke the box. I didn't know it would break the box.
We then slid and jumped down a giant cliff.
Run, run, run. Yeah, no. Let's not waste any time. Go, 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 go. Yeah, just jump, just jump. Yo, we sprung off the mountain. Oh my god.
And eventually, we were able to escape by the use of more of our soldiers and some boats. So the second mission was Precious Cargo. Now after Makarov escapes, we get our first glimpse of Captain Price and Task Force 141.
Oh yeah, there we go.
And they get the word that Makarov is back and free from prison.
Makarov is out. He's on the move, John.
Abort! Turn us around! Turn us around now!
Price is not a happy camper to say the least, but this mission has us pick up with Farah, who is meeting with her friend Dina to secure warheads for Urzikstan. And needless to say, things went south very fast.
I don't like this. Yep, I was expecting that. Anytime anybody mentions something good is happening or something is going well, they instantly get capped, no matter the situation.
So after Dina was killed, we ran around basically. And we opened up into our first weapons-free mission. So these missions in Modern Warfare 3 are basically kind of like lazy side missions that are a mix of DMZ and Warzone elements where you have to run around and loot while trying to complete a task or objective. Now for some people this might be your poison and bore you through the roof, but for me this was heaven. I could move freely and avoid enemies with more armor and health due to plate carriers, which you don't have in normal missions, which makes my life much easier when going for the 141 ready trophy. So I scrambled around trying to loot as much as possible, as there was some trophies I would eventually need from these missions as far as collectibles go. So after we complete this mission, we meet Makarov's banker, Milena.
Дело выгодное и правое.
Несет ответственности свои ошибки.
After meeting her and seeing more of how insane Makarov is, we have yet another weapons-free mission. So our next weapons-free mission and third mission is Reactor. Captain Price and the rest of the squad are testing the area in Urzikstan to see if there's any radiation, and if there's possibly any deadly nuclear material. For this mission, I honestly just tried to speedrun it and get as many collectibles and items as possible while doing the main objectives. While doing so, I blew up a helicopter with a bomb drone. But during the search for radiation, we did find some nuclear material, and in a race against time, Price had to get out of the vicinity to not get radiation poison or possibly melt like some of the other Russians had.
Gassing me out in here. Oh god, god, that guy actually scared me. I'm not gonna help you. Please go away from me.
In the process of escaping, Price faints and passes out due to the poison, but quickly recovers and is back on his feet. Overall, another easy mission with 0 deaths. So our fourth mission is Payload. After a swift recovery, Catherine Price and Farah team up to infiltrate a bunker in Urzikstan, which is housing some of the warheads which will eventually be loaded with nuclear material or poison gas. Now this is an actual campaign mission and was one of the first missions I struggled with. I found myself in many unfortunate scenarios to say the least. It's a stealth mission, and of course, if you make a wrong move, the alarm sounds off and you get swarmed by enemies, causing you to die very quickly. So I found myself in some situations where things didn't go too well. Firstly, I don't know why, but I tried to kill this guy through the tall grass who was in a group of enemies. Needless to say, he had armor. Then after that, I got a bit further, but Catherine Price apparently had a stroke or something and just wouldn't zoom in with the scope. So I'm sitting there just going back and forth, trying to switch the scope, and I died.
Bro, just, oh my god, just zoom in with the scope. Bro, I only died just because Price is sitting there just mounting up and down on the wall instead of just flipping the scope and zooming in. Like, dude.
But I was quickly able to recover after some slight mishaps and get into the bunker. But whenever I first got into the bunker, I got jump scared and almost died.
Jeez, I about had a heart attack, bro. They gave me no warning whatsoever that there was going to be people down here.
After getting jump scared by that guy, I pushed through the mission and we successfully found one of the warheads, but it was already set to detonate. So we had to push out the bunker and close the giant doors to the silo so the missile isn't able to launch. And doing so, we died a couple of times, but we were finally able to close them. Things still went wrong though, as we didn't know there was a second missile or another missile at hand, which conveniently was heading right towards Laswell at the Arklov military base. But we completed the mission, leading us into our next mission, Deep Cover. So 3 hours previously, before Payload and stopping the bombs, Laswell was sent to Arklov military base to meet up with Yuri to get more intel on Makarov and his possible plan. This mission was another one that aggravated me, to say the least.
Bro, what?
It's another stealth mission. So 2 stealth missions back to back really didn't settle with. What made this mission worse was that I was practically defenseless. All I had was a handgun and throwing knives. But we are tasked to infiltrate the military base undercover, swoop a general's keycard, and get access to the office where Yuri is waiting for us. During this mission and trying to infiltrate the base, I died a solid 8 times, but was finally able to meet up with Yuri. But as you can see, things here aren't looking too hot as a warhead is heading straight for us, and it directly hits the military base, causing more toxic gas to fill the building. So as quickly as possible, we try to escape the building as everyone else is dying around us and get to Nikolai on the roof. So our 6th mission is Passenger. So after the Deep Cover mission, we got the easiest campaign mission of the entire campaign. This mission took me like 5 minutes to complete. It was very straightforward and I didn't die a single time. But due to recent events from the past 2 missions, Urzikstan is possibly in question due to the recent bombings and attacks, as the warheads and everything are marked under their name. So to add insult to injury, the character you play in the mission, Samara, was an old soldier recently under Farah's command. And she, on her flight home, meets crazy Russians and Vladimir Makarov on the plane home. And basically, they know everything about her practically, and know that she was recently a part of the Urzikstan forces, or the UDF. So after this creepy guy lists everyone in our family's name, we take him down and grab his gun, quickly clearing out the rest of the Russians until we are bonked on the head. So to make us even further look like the bad guy, we are quickly dragged to the back of the plane, and the mastermind himself, Vladimir Makarov, straps a bomb bag to us and pushes us into the aisles where all the people are sitting. And looking like the bad guy and terrorist in the situation at hand, the crowd retaliates against us in the best of efforts to save their own life. While Makarov and the soldiers escape via parachute, we and the others on the plane could not save ourselves. Our next mission is Crash Site, which, as the name suggests, we investigate the crash site of the plane in the previous mission. Price and the team easily know that Makarov is all over this and that the Coney group is already scoping out the site to confiscate evidence. So Alex and Farah are tasked to clean them up and get another weapons-free mission. This one was relatively simple, to be honest. I only died 3 times, and the most difficult part was just how closely the enemies were grouped. So I improvised and stayed as far away as possible, taking them out one by one, and also spotting them with the spotter scope. And doing so, we earned the Tag You're It trophy. So now we are at 12 out of 39 for the trophies. But after obtaining the trophy and staying back, we were able to complete this mission pretty fast. So now we're halfway through the campaign and are at mission 8. Flashpoint. This is where things start to take a turn as far as deaths go. But basically, we are in the past at the Verdansk Stadium, where we know Makarov and the Coney group are wreaking havoc. So knowing his location, we move in to capture him. So I have to say, this mission could have easily given me blood clots or something. So to start, I had a million civilians that were running towards me while I'm trying to shoot the enemies, and anytime I clipped a single civilian with the littlest touch of a bullet, I had to restart at the most recent checkpoint. So I'm already pissed off from that, and to add insult to injury, whenever I was transporting Makarov so we could get him out of the stadium for interrogation, I got stuck behind this car. This car easily totaled up to 30 plus deaths. When I tell you I died in every way physically possible behind this car, I'm not joking. I was the majority of the time just brutally gunned down, but I also had a Molotov hit me square in the head on multiple occasions. To add even more to my suffering, with the opportunities I did have to move away from said car that I kept spawning at, whenever I tried to move from this car to another car, I was either shot at again or had 2 Molotovs thrown at me while moving to a separate car, or the separate car, for a better angle. Also, who had the idea to not allow you to shoot through car windows? Yes, it helps me with cover and stuff, but I can easily crouch behind the hood of the car and shoot through the windows, but nope. After suffering 30 plus deaths though, I was finally able to move past this portion, and I only died a couple of times after just due to guys with riot shields, which were honestly not as bad as being trapped in the parking garage. Overall, by far, this was the worst mission of them all, but I was able to persevere and I completed it. While capturing Makarov, we figured out his plan. He lured us away from the stadium, which was then bombed. While we're on our ride with our dear friend Makarov, we see how insane he is yet again. But then after seeing Makarov's destruction of the Verdansk Stadium, we also meet up with some more friends, or old friends rather. So meeting up with our old friends Shepard and Graves, we all team up once again, although Task Force 141's reliance on the Shadow Company and Shepard is low, they still see them as a somewhat valuable asset to the team. So our 9th mission is Oligarch. So moving on, we continue with our efforts to bring down Makarov. Our next step to do this is getting to where Coney Group is getting its funding, which is from its banker Melina, which we saw before. So obviously with the Coney Group having a large amount of money, Melina has her mansion on a small island with Coney Group security. But we, playing as Soap, accompanied by Ghost, infiltrate the island to decimate the funds and bank accounts of the Coney Group. Overall, this was another free mission for me that was very simple. It was yet another weapons free mission, so I did the same thing as any other weapons free mission. I rushed towards the main objectives while trying to loot as many collectibles as possible. In doing so, we quickly found Melina, and needless to say, she was not a happy camper.
Fuck you and that little birdie in your ear.
After draining her personal bank account and prying info out of her about Makarov's whereabouts and his plan, we leave with the info and continue to the next mission.
Pleasure doing business with you. Good chat.
Also forgot to mention another mission with 0 deaths. So after getting information on Makarov and the transaction information, it leads us to a Coney outpost. At this outpost, Makarov's highest level soldier Nolan alongside other soldiers is holding out as Makarov orders follow to help support his escape. So Price and I, playing as Gaz, have to infiltrate the building, neutralize all possible threats, and pull in any intel that we can. I quickly figured out though that this mission would be a big hassle as the building itself has 13 floors. Yes, you heard me. 13 different floors that I have to navigate. And inside or amongst every floor, you have no idea what awaits. We have night vision, tripwires, the whole 9 yards basically. And to make it just a bit more spicy, it's also a weapons 3 mission. So as per usual, we try to make things as fast as possible and collect as many items as possible. In doing so, we were able to knock out Nolan, pick him up for possible interrogation and intel. After securing Nolan, we held out for a short bit until pick up via fixed wing, which was pretty awesome. I don't know how Price survived that grenade though, but we finished this mission with only 6 deaths and continued on. Our next mission was the Frozen Tundra, and needless to say, things got frosty. So upon interrogating Nolan, we learned that Makarov and the Coney Group had a valuable prisoner that we had to rescue. So Task Force 141 utilized the environment and went under the ice of the frozen tundra, planting explosives on the ceiling, blowing the convoy transporting the prisoners to smithereens, and giving them a nice ice bath. So after blowing them up, we acted quickly, heading to the car housing the prisoner and quickly retrieving him from the vehicle submerged underwater. So we have our prisoner now, but unfortunately, no Makarov. We quickly unmasked the prisoner, and it's, drumroll, General Shepard. Yeah, he got captured and still bald as ever. But of course, this sparked controversy from everyone as to why is a U.S. military general the prisoner of Vladimir Makarov, and why is he untouched. So Soap, as usual, standing on business, wants to cap him right here and there. But we give him the benefit of the doubt and at least offer him a handgun to defend himself. From this point on, we move towards the evacuation point and try to get out of the cold. This mission wasn't all too bad and got us up to 9 more deaths, but this was majorly because we were getting waves of enemies thrown at us over and over again. And I mean, my god, I'm out here freezing my balls off, blowing up cars with a grenade launcher. But after clearing out the numerous waves of enemies, we were able to get out of the cold and move to our next mission. Our next mission after the frozen tundra is the Gora Dam. Around the dam, Makarov has planted 4 bombs which are there to break the dam and spread the radioactive chemicals with the goal of poisoning the water. So this is another straightforward mission, it's another weapons 3. So this mission started very well, then I died once, and then I just started dying over and over again after the fact. But it's worth it in the process as we unlock 2 essential trophies. One trophy is called I Call Shotgun, which requires us to take one of the sentry guns you find around the map, then get an LTV, place the sentry turret on the back, and roll around and try to get a kill. This was fairly easy and quite fun. It's kind of like Walter White's machine gun plot at the end of Breaking Bad. But after this, the next trophy we got was called Hitchhiker. So in this mission and with the bombs mentioned before, one of these 4 bombs is in the back of an LTV and you have to try to defuse the bomb while the LTV is moving, which we did. Overall, these trophies were easy pickups and we were able to finish the mission with 11 deaths. Much more than expected, but it was totally worth it for the trophies. So after the Gora Dam, we have the next mission, which is Danger Close. So our recent endeavors have Task Force 141, Shadow Company, and the ULF team up now. The squads team up in a vehicle mission. In this particular vehicle mission, we're using an AC-130 and are tasked to wreak havoc from above and watch everyone that's down on the ground, while they attempt to search a Coney airbase where we believe Makarov is hiding due to recent information. I've always loved vehicle missions, and these missions are even better than Weapons 3 as they make it much easier to complete and move on with the campaign. Now saying this, I did die 2 times, but it was my fault. So at a certain point in the mission, Coney started to try to get jets out on the runway as they realized that we had a heavy air support with the AC-130, and they wanted to put us down. Needless to say, they did because my aim was hideous. But aside from that, this mission was really fun and we got another free trophy called Your Tax Dollars at Work, which is blowing up a single guy with a giant missile, which I thought was pretty funny. But this mission was another easy one and we learned that after doing all of this destruction and completely obliterating an airbase, Shepard didn't want us to look for a confirmed kill on Makarov. Not fishy, right? Alongside this though, Shepard and Graves are put up to talk and discuss all the recent conflict in court, and they both stab each other in the back.
Quiet, quiet, please. General Shepard, in October of 2022, did you authorize Shadow Company to fire on a task force under your command in Las Almas, Mexico?
No, I did not.
Mr. Graves, were you given orders to use lethal force against TF-141?
Yes, I was.
Quiet, quiet in this chamber. Who gave you those orders?
General Herschel Shepard.
Did you act on those orders, Mr. Graves?
No, absolutely not, sir.
Quiet!
But this moves us on to our next mission. Our 14th mission is Trojan Horse. So after destroying that airbase and getting denial from Shepard on a full ID for Makarov, we take matters into our own hands and try to do some undercover surveillance so we can figure out where Makarov is, if he's dead, or if he's alive, what his next move is. So I honestly really like this mission. The undercover part was fairly easy and you didn't have to entirely be stealthy, but you spied and watched in on this one girl who's a hacker working for Makarov. She drops off a flash drive for a pickup boy with an orange or yellow hat to have access to some data. But the unique thing is that we have access to the CCTV cameras and track his location down, as he has already picked up the drive and is on a bit of a head start. So we just had to scroll through the time frame in which he picked up the flash drive and then disappeared, but in the process, We switched between different cameras as different objects and vehicles obstructed our view. I honestly wish more Call of Duty missions had interactive stuff like this because I enjoyed this part a whole lot. But the hard part was trying to track the guy down and find where he was and where he put the flash drive in the data. And of course, it had to be protected by the Coney group. So this guy went underground in a subway or sewer or some sort of tunnel, and I think I died in the most obnoxious ways possible. First, I got blown up by a grenade. Then in the part where I got stuck the most, I died to a guy that can teleport or something. And then I got hit by an entire rocket. But finally, after dying 9 times, I was able to push past the part I was stuck at and retrieve the data. Upon receiving the data, we figured out Makarov's final plan: to blow up the Channel Tunnel, which connects the UK and France via subway. This leads us to our final mission. So our final mission is Countdown. We race the clock to defuse a bomb in the Channel Tunnel and to completely capture Makarov. This mission started great. I had some nice weapons and was able to quickly breeze through enemies and get to the bomb. Here's where I got a bit nervous though. Of course, with there being a giant bomb, we had to work together to defuse it so everything wouldn't go boom. We had to do some pretty interesting stuff to say the least.
Logo on the circuit board is a bear.
So yeah, some pretty goofy defusing, but everything was going swell till this happened. Yes, you're seeing that right. That's Makarov, and he just shot Soap. But wait, it gets better.
Take this to hell with you, Captain. Never bury your enemies alive.
Yup, Makarov killed him with one shot to the dome. Soap's death was so pointless though, in my opinion. It literally had zero emotion and there was barely a struggle from either person. And if we watch that back, he stabbed him in the shoulder and not in the head or something. You know how sick it would have been to see Soap pop up after being shot and put a knife right into Makarov's nugget, OG General Shepard style? That would have been amazing, but Call of Duty doesn't know what they're doing with their campaigns anymore. Then to add insult to injury, Makarov is somehow able to escape through the hail of bullets that Gaz and Ghost dump into him and his group of Coney soldiers. We then had to continue defusing the bomb so we all didn't go boom, and we finally did. We completed this mission with only 1 death. We then cut to a cutscene of our beloved task force laying Soap to rest and spreading his ashes. We've now completed the entire campaign, but wait, we forgot something. Price did a sneaky and pew-pewed General Shepard for Soap and for all the hell that he has caused. But we finally did it. The campaign is complete. We only died 96 times while playing the campaign on Veteran, and we now have the 1-for-1 ready and the Never Bury Your Enemies Alive trophy. Let's move on to zombies. So I have most of the major trophies done for zombies due to grinding out Borealis camo, but there are still some minor ones I need to get. Alongside this, I need to complete all 3 acts of the zombies missions. Thankfully, I have completed the first 2 acts over the duration I played zombies previously, so I only have to worry about Act 3, which is good as it's the main one we need for the trophy. So to be entirely honest, these missions weren't necessarily difficult by any means, but my god were they tedious and just flat out annoying. Look at me, I'm falling asleep while doing them. Just look at what they had me doing. I'm sitting under a helicopter trying to blow it up with an airstrike.
Yes, please. Don't hit him.
Alongside this, I had to do a bunch of other crazy stuff like kill the Stormcaller, a Mega Abomination, and all of this other annoying stuff. But I was finally able to get to the last mission, which was a giant boss fight. So this giant boss fight is the Orcus boss fight. Now the very important thing to get to 100% or platinum on this game is with this boss fight. For a secret trophy, you need to get 6 players total on a squad and kill the boss. Now this doesn't sound hard at first, right? Well, needless to say, it was. I was able to find some people through the Call of Duty Discord, which quickly got my squad up to 3 players. But with the way zombies is structured for some reason, you can't just invite 3 more people and get the total of 6 like you can in multiplayer. You have to go into the game and find 3 more random people just to get a 6-man squad. Now, I'm going to be dead honest. The boss fight was less difficult than finding 3 more players to help with this trophy. That had me running around like the military recruiters that you see in high schools or college campuses. We had to drive around in a vehicle for 45 minutes looking for people that 1, know how to join the squad, 2, have a mic, or 3, reply in the text chat. So
Yo,
here's a great
Brian.
compilation of me doing that.
Do you want to help me kill Orcus? Or help me and my team kill Orcus?
Yeah, let's go. I just need to activate 3 circuit turrets or something. So if you could just help me do one, I'll go along with whatever you need.
Does it let you join my squad? I should have invited you. There we go. Okay, we got 4 people. We need to find 2 more, and we need to help, Bobo! What's up, dude? Let's say you want to join our squad? Yo, Lexus, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Do you want to, help us kill Orcus?
Sure.
Alright, I invited you to my squad. See if it'll let you join. Okay, I'm trying not to laugh. Is it letting you join?
I haven't gotten any. There we go. I don't know. It must be me. I'm doing something wrong. Go ahead. I'll follow you guys.
Do you see the pop-up on the screen and everything, or does it not pop up for you? 'Cause it
Yeah,
should say...
and I hit the up on the up pad, but from there, I can't get it to say you go to the join.
Here, I'm gonna request to join yours and then see if it works. Does it give you the pop-up for that?
Okay.
So it's okay if you can't join the squad, but it's probably a good idea to stick around. Because it should hopefully give us a fair amount of loot as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, here, hold up. We gotta go over here and try to get this person on our squad as well. Oh my god. This is so irritating. Bobo! Yeah, what's up, dude? Here, can you join our squad? Try to help us kill Orcus? Is there anybody else out here? There's a guy doing an extra over there. Give me like 2 seconds here to reply to this guy and I'll get us moving. Manny! Over here! He's just running. Okay. Manny, what's up? Let's say here, I will try to invite you. See if you can join. Alright, everybody else try to join the squad.
How do I get out of the squad?
No, here, I'm inviting you. Can you join us? There we go. Okay, we got 5. Alright, we need 1 more person. 1 more. Hold up, wait. Come back here. Oh, watch out, guys. We're going downhill. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Yo, MD. Say, you want to join our squad and help out here? Alright, I'm going to take that as a no. Everybody back in the truck. Guys, hello? I know there's 2 of you in this building. Sammy, can you guys try to join our squad here? We're going to go kill Orcus. I need 1 of you guys on the squad, please. And if not, you can hop in the car. There we go. Bobo, thank you. Alright, everybody in the truck. No, who left? Yo. Hey, dude, can you help us kill Orcus? Can you join our squad?
Yeah, see, how do I do that?
You should just... It should just tell you to hold down on your D-pad, I think. Do you get the pop-up and everything for the join squad?
I don't really get it yet.
Does it give you like a pop-up or anything to join the squad, or does it just not let you?
Join?
So after a good 45 minutes later, we had our squad assembled and we were ready for the boss fight. Like I said previously, this was honestly so easy with a 6-man squad. Anything that comes at you dies instantly basically, and even though Orcus the giant worm had a boatload of health, you rarely go down, and if you do, you get revived right away, as the worm only targets 1 person at a time. And the zombies don't know who to go for since there's literally 6 of you, so you can all run around shooting at the worm with 0 consequences. In this run on the boss, we suffered 0 deaths basically, and we were able to finally complete Act 3 and the boss fights.
Oh,
and
there we
this
go. Let's
basically
go,
cleans
guys.
up zombies
Good
for
stuff.
us.
We killed it. I got the trophy. Did you guys get it too? Let's go. Good stuff, guys. Great job.
Yeah, I appreciate the invite. Does anybody on my team quit?
That's understandable. I was about to say, we needed people. We finally did it. Oh, look at. Oh, okay. We just need to do like 2 more story things and we're good.
So now finally, after completing all the zombies and campaign shenanigans, we are doing reruns. Basically now we're just picking up the simple trophies we missed in the campaign and zombies so we can get them all in 100% the game. Our first trophy was Gravestone. You just had to run over 100 zombies with a vehicle in 1 game of zombies. Very easy. Our next trophy was Death Row. This one was also very easy. On the first mission, Operation 627, repelling in the prison, you have to kill 12 enemies while going down. Very easy. After this, we did the floater trophy. We're in the precious cargo weapons free mission, where the parachute off of one of the large cranes and land on the main mission building. Yet again, very simple, but that's how all these are. The next was the frequent flyer trophy. We had to just glide 150 meters with a parachute. I went to the top of this giant crane on the reactor mission and glided as far as I could. We also had some minor inconveniences while trying to get other trophies in the reactor mission. Yeah, that happened and we found a stealth bomber, but the stealth bomber wasn't done. After this, we did the heli hat trick trophy, where we had to use 3 different armaments or kill streaks to destroy the main 3 helicopters in the mission objectives. Now this next trophy was a pretty big pain. This next trophy is the "that's one way to do it" trophy. Basically, we had to use a mortar strike and destroy a helicopter that tried to kill us. Yes, I know it's stupid and it took me forever, but what I did was bait the helicopter to a building, then run away as far as possible so it doesn't detect or try to track me. I was finally able to call in the mortar while it was far away and just standing still, and I was able to destroy it. After this, we moved on from the reactor mission and did the oligarch mission, which was another weapons free mission we did previously. This is the one with Milena and her big mansion. It turns out she has quite the car collection. So to get the "you think she'll notice" trophy, we have to blow up her whole garage. So what I did was I called in a whole entire airstrike on the garage. Yes, it's very extreme, but it definitely did the job. After this, we moved to the high-rise mission where we had to reach the top floor in under 45 seconds for the elevator out of order trophy, which was also fairly easy. I then had to get the high wire act trophy, where I had to kill 10 enemies on zip lines in the mission. Now this doesn't seem too bad, but your accuracy is absolutely horrible with every gun on the zip line, and armored enemies don't really help as well. This one wasn't hard, it was just tedious and it took me a little while, but we finally did it. After this, we moved back to the Gora Dam to complete the no such thing as too many trophy, where we had to use all armaments in the campaign. And our last one was one of everyone's favorites, the chopper gunner. I honestly never knew about the location of this though, and throughout the whole mission, I never checked the small island it was on. But using this thing was so much fun, but the fun didn't last forever as we had to move to our next trophy. Our next trophy was the hay catch trophy, which required us to use one of the gas canisters, throw and hit somebody with it, and then explode it and kill them. This one was pretty funny. Now our next trophy was a big one, the gearhead trophy, which required us to find all lootable items in the weapons free missions. Thankfully, we made this so easy on ourselves by searching and discovering the whole maps whenever we were going through our veteran playthrough and whenever we were doing our previous reruns. So the dam was the only one we had to fully loot, and most of the other ones required us to only find like 10 items or less, so it was easy. Now our next trophy was another one that could have raised my blood pressure. Our next trophy is called Twofer, and we had to get 5 collaterals in the payload mission without being detected. The amount of times I had to restart this mission was painful, but I was able to do it. The only problem with the collaterals is that all the groups have 3 soldiers or more, so if you killed the 2 you needed for the collateral, it would sound the alarm. Then some of them they wouldn't die. You get the gist. It's irritating to say the least. Our next one was also a major pain though. We had to relive the Great Deep Cover mission. Just this time, we had to get the key card from the general in 90 seconds or under. This was a hassle in so many ways, I can't even explain how bad it was.
I'll say, it's not. What sounds the alarm? Somebody please inform me. Please don't hurt me. Why? Why? Why are you spotting me? Where's the key card? Grab it. Is that it? I don't think that's it, because the alarm went off. Oh my god!
Yuri better make this worth our while.
I didn't even get caught. Why isn't it popping? Do I, like, have to not even, like, get That lady doesn't die. The lady didn't die. Alright, no, I'm taking it.
So yeah, you guys see what I mean. We were finally able to get through it though, granting us the back and the field trophy. Our next trophy we had to get required us to go back to the Flashpoint mission, which I still have PTSD from, but thankfully we could play on recruit difficulty. So I already knew how this mission played out, so I was easily able to speedrun it, and we needed to shoot the gun that was thrown in the air by the undercover paramedics. This one took me 2 tries, but it was so simple and we got the shot block trophy. So now, for our last and final trophy, we had to return to the frozen tundra. In this mission, there's a certain point that has a sniper hidden in the forest with thermal resistant gear. And for the Snow Angel trophy, we had to do a takedown on the sniper hidden in the forest in snow.
Sniper down. We're clear. Nice work, Captain.
So boom, that was it. We got every trophy for Modern Warfare 3.
For the game right here, as you guys can see, 100%. It labels it as there's no platinum trophy, but we did literally all of it. That is my first ever platinum, basically. I'm probably going to do some more games. That's all I have, though, for today's video and everything, guys. If you want to see more platinum, suggest me some games down in the comments. I'll happily do them. I might already have them, depending on what it is, but I'm looking to buy more. That's all I have and everything, guys. Hope you all did enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video.